Little Big Man is a revisionist Western about a boy named Jack Cribb who was raised by the Cheyenne Indians in the 19th century. The story is told by using flashbacks as the 121-year-old Jack tells his life story to a reporter. We follow him along his journey as he plays out a majority of character types normally found in a Western movie. He goes from being an Indian to a religious man to a gunslinger to the town drunk. The director, Arthur Penn, used this movie as a sort of social statement against the Vietnam War that was going on at the time, and also to make light of the stereotypical characters found in other Western movies. The Western is a genre of film, and there are six genres of film. And there are also certain genre conventions that carry out throughout each movie in its own genre. For example, you can usually see Western movies set out in the desert or in the Wild West, and stars such as Clint Eastwood or John Wayne typically appear in. Little Big Man fits the Western genre in some ways, such as the setting is in the West, Dustin Hoffman is the star, and there is a theme of civilization versus wilderness. But Arthur Penn took his own spin on his movie with the character types and the story formula. He almost makes fun of the typical character types of Westerns by having his main character act out so many of them, but never really succeeding at one. The story formula is different than that of a typical Western, too. Most of the time, there's a man who has to fight off the bad guys and get the girl, but Little Big Man is more about Jack finding where he belongs. A movie reviewer, Paul Tatara, says, Jack is a chameleonic everyman who stumbles through pivotal moments in American history, always surviving when many others die. That is Jack Cribb, surviving rather than being the big hero as most Western protagonists are. Little Big Man could be compared to Forrest Gump in its anti-war stance and similar storytelling methods. They both take sort of a goofy protagonist and place him in the middle of major events, like war, and have him survive in almost a comical kind of way. Even though there was comedy, the movies both had real and more serious undertones. They showed some of the horrors of war. The director, Arthur Penn, said, I thought that if I were going to show this violence, we should show it. We should show what it looks like when somebody gets shot. TV coverage of Vietnam was every bit, perhaps even more bloody than what we were showing on film.